In the fast-paced world that we live in and the city that you're currently in, Dubai, where everyone's got 110 things to do and rushing from place to place, and someone who will say, well, I don't have time to mindfully sit down and have my meal, I can just squeeze something in between meetings. What type of practical solutions do you give to those people who have got all the excuses in the world and in some ways some legitimate reasons as well?
Yeah, look, I don't blame people, and I'm one who experiences this busy lifestyle. I guess the difference with me is I've been practicing this for so long that it's part of who I am. It feels automatic now, which means that I have the right habits. But for those who are kind of still getting started or in the early days of their journey, look, it needs constant repetition, like that developing that awareness, that the fact that you need to, whether you get on any delivery platform or if you're kind of waiting in line to order some food at a cafe or a restaurant, just really putting some thought and effort into the choices that you're making, and that awareness needs to continually be strengthened. So I think it all starts in the mind at the end of the day. That's a big part of what I try to tell people to do. But another thing as well, as you start to make the right food choices, it's important to really understand how you're feeling, right? So and again, this kind of goes back to the awareness. But when you start to, after eating a healthy meal, for example, pay attention to the way you feel, right? You'll most likely feel great. You'll feel satisfied. You won't have that kind of heavy feeling. Emotionally, you'll feel good because you haven't, like, I guess, quote unquote, cheated. But you'll also feel good because you're actually eating good quality food, and you won't get that kind of midday crash. You'll still feel focused and energized. And on the contrary, to also focus on how you feel when you don't eat a necessarily healthy meal, and how that impacts, your overall well-being. And a lot of people, unfortunately, when they kind of mess up or fall off track, they start to feel guilty and frustrated, and that's obviously unpleasant emotions to experience. And then to use these feelings as a reminder the next time you kind of are faced in a situation where you're busy and you need to make a decision on the go. Always remember how you feel, whether you ate well or even how you feel when you didn't eat well, and that can serve as a motivation for you to make the right choices on a daily basis. But yeah, and just understanding how, for those who live a busy lifestyle, again, working professionals, as I was mentioning earlier, eating the right types of foods has a significant impact on your ability to focus, on your productivity levels and your energy levels to sustain meetings and Zoom calls and all of that stuff. So, buying into it, but also, yeah, just realizing how it makes you feel, I think can help people then start making the right choices and being consistent with it.